Sagittarius, how are you? So I've got your reading for February 2026, and I do apologize for not being here last month in January. My laptop broke. I then became ill before I was scheduled to do the readings. Look, I'm committed to, in the future, being more consistent, providing the readings on time, maintaining that consistency. So if that means being extra organized and I have to be here 2 weeks ahead, that's not a problem for me. I can do that. Let's continue. So I've got your reading here, Sagittarian. So right now there's a lot of burdens. That's your right now your position right now. There's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of struggles. There's a lot of duty, and you're feeling like there's a lot of struggle. There's a lot of clarity breaking through though. So there's a lot of, even though you're in a situation that everything's a little bit hard, struggles, so many things that you have to do in a day, there is clarity, there is signs, there's success. I think that in your recent past, you've had great success, and you've had great success with community gatherings, with group events, with your social life, with your friendships. You've really known how to look after yourself in a friendship sort of way. And in that sort of situation, you really did have a lot of new opportunities and resources, abundance, prosperity. You've had security and stability, and your manifestation towards your friendships have been really, really well. And you've been really, really good in that. You've been really good to survive in this context with you and your friends and your friendships. And your relationships. With that, there is a lot of movement in the future. It's going to look really fast paced. It's going to look really kind of different. And for you, look, Sagittarians, you can do things in a fast paced manner. That's not a problem. There's a lot of water in your signs currently. In your sign, there's a lot of water signs. And with that, there's a lot of calming effects. So with that, when you've got a lot of water in your chart, it just means that, keeping it cool, keeping it steady, keeping your pace at a pace that you know you're comfortable with is always going to work out for you. When it comes to things though, like I get that it can be interesting to have this kind of frame of mind. Being slow and steady wins the race. But I think without it, there's going to be more problematic moments in your life. So I just think you keeping yourself as slow and steady wins the race is just going to be the optimal. I think you're going to get more out of it. So I think just keep it at that. Let's just have a look more of a look of the clarification. There's a lot of crossroads, yes, but you're still committed to being anchored and secured in the home place, no matter what happens. Yes, there's been a lot of movement. Yes, there's been a lot of changes, but you're still committed to these changes, and you're still committed to the movements that are moving forward for you. Whatever situation you're facing or experiencing currently, I think the world is trying to tell you that it's okay, that people's struggles are people's struggles, but it's always about how you perceive them. It's not necessarily a struggle. So we're just going to get some more clarifying cards. Look, in the past, if you were deceived or if you witnessed a mistake or somebody was lying to you, the key is to forgive them and not necessarily hold that as your catalyst to continue not liking them. It is what it is. I think that if you met a liar and this person lies a lot, I think this person really wants so much out of their life that they've really forgotten their way. They've really forgotten the people that love them and care for them and support them. And if that's the case, oh well, just let them be. But to be honest, Sagittarius, it's not up to you to change someone when they're already in a path that's meant for them. So if you really knew what I meant there, you would go, I'll just let go, because I don't even think this person's good for you. Let's just be frank. Let's just be honest. And let's just be clear about that. If they left your life, and I know you will get this, Sagittarians, if they left your life, it's for a reason. It's got nothing to do with anything else. So trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust the situation that's going on. If you're not meant to be in their life, if they're not meant to be in your life, well then that's that. You don't need to explain any further. There needs to be no understanding about that. Then it is what it is. Just let them be, let them go. There's a lot of negative feelings about the past, in particular in unity, partnerships, in love. This person just didn't like, if you wanted clarity or if you wanted answers, the answers that the cards are saying is that they just didn't respect you. I don't know what that means. Well, there wasn't mutual respect. So if that means from you as well, well then that means from you as well. You have to face up to that. Um because I don't see that person being, I don't think it was their intention to be like that to you. I think there was other things in place. I think there was other things happening to this person and you that made the situation even worse. But the cards are saying movement, secret movements to wherever you need to go, or not telling this person where you're going. It seems like an ex-partner or somebody that you're in a relationship with, that you're not, like you're in a cooling off period. You don't need to tell them your every whereabouts and your every movement if this person's controlling, and if you're really wanting to get away from this person. There's nothing here that tells me you have an obligation to tell them everything about yourself. And if that's the case, then don't. Be yourself, go to different places, be happy with yourself and inside of yourself. But to be honest, don't go thinking that giving them everything about yourself is going to work out for your best interest. It's not. It's actually saying, let go of the past, let go of your anger, let go of the hurt, let go of the betrayal, and things will manifest and things will work out for you. Your friends and your family, there's a lot of like sacrifices your friends are going through. There's a lack of direction. They're just waiting. There's a lot of uncertainty with you and your friends, and that's okay. You do whatever you need to do with that uncertainty or lack of direction in their behalf. You don't necessarily have to have direction, I think. Look, they're a really happy friend group for you. You really like them, but they're also struggling, I guess the cards are saying, is that there's also a lot of struggles within them, and as much as you would like to assist or help them, take your time with that. Sometimes giving them space so that they're able to make their own decisions is quite powerful too. Sagittarian, you are incredibly smart. You're incredibly strong. There's really nothing that you can't do in this life, that you can't become, manifest. I think there's a lot of sadness due to the partnership that you thought was going to be a partnership for life, whether it's a best friend, or whether it's a relationship, whether it's work. Situations like that happen. So I think that moving on from that situation, you'll be okay. It's actually interesting because the next card says your hopes and your dreams is to get over the heartbreak, is to get over this as much as possible. You will. There's that old saying, there's a reason why you fall in love with people, there's a reason why you meet people. But if that's the case, also understand there's a reason why you guys leave. There's a reason why people move and don't be friends or don't be in a relationship anymore. So you understand that there's always another picture to this. Yes, you're meant to meet them, but also if you're meant to let them go, you're meant to let them go as well. I'm just going to get some more clarity for you, Sagittarian. I know it's a really hard situation. I think that you think you need this person. This person provides you a lot of luck. No, all they did was provide you confusion. And if you took a step back and really looked and assessed the situation and was the observer looking in, you'll recognize that they cause more heartbreak than they cause good. So you don't really need to continue being there for this person when, to be honest, they're not really there for themselves. And if they're not really there for themselves, then how do you know that they're going to be there for you at the end? They seem really unreliable. They seem, yes, charismatic. They've got it all together. But to be honest, I don't think they do. The final outcome with everything is that teamwork and goals and collaboration is always going to work. Pulling each other's energy, the effort that you provide with your community, that's really going to assist you in the month of February and the few months forward. 2026 is your year. It's going to be really slow starting. Towards March and April, you will see a huge kick up. You'll see massive energy and you'll see a lot of your friendships come together, and that's what you're all about. I hope that you had the most amazing month this month. You celebrated with friends and family as you always do, but also provide that time to do some self-reflection on previous heartbreaks and previous relationships that didn't work out. If it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. There's really no point swimming upstream when the current is that strong. Let them go. Let them be themselves in however way that looks for them, and just be happy for them. Be happy with their achievements, what they're doing in their life. And I promise you things will work out for you. All right, Sagittarians, until next time, bye.